Welcome back to Holy Headlines, where we dissect the week's disasters with the divine and the debauched. First up, Texas got absolutely hammered by floods. Over 100 dead, including dozens of kids at some place called Camp Mystic. Search and rescue still ongoing. What the hell happened?
A terrible tragedy. My heart goes out to the families. It reminds us of the fragility of life and the power of nature. We must pray for them and offer aid.
Oh, it was beautiful. Absolute chaos. People clinging to trees, kids screaming. Delightful. Mother Nature delivering maximum suffering. Chef's kiss.
Suffering. Always suffering. It is the nature of existence, born from attachment. Attachment to life, to possessions, to safety. The river flows, ever-changing. Impermanence.
Analysis. The event resulted from a convergence of atmospheric pressure systems and hydrological factors leading to rapid water displacement. Human casualties indicate inadequate infrastructure and failed predictive modeling. Inefficient outcome.
Inefficient? Arnold, people drowned. And Jesus, power of nature? Where was your all-powerful dad stopping this? Seems like he was busy elsewhere.
God's ways are mysterious, Otto. It is not for us to question the divine plan. Perhaps this is a wake-up call, a test of faith, a consequence of humanity's drift from righteousness.
Divine plan? Consequences? Please. This was just excellent, random carnage. Why would your daddy stop something so entertaining?
There is no divine plan, no creator God, only cause and effect, karma. Perhaps their past actions led to this point. Or perhaps it is simply the cycle of rebirth and death unfolding.
Attributing the event to an invisible entity or metaphysical concept of karma is illogical. The cause is quantifiable environmental data and deficient human systems.
Deficient human systems, huh? Like the officials who apparently didn't warn people fast enough? Sheriff says he didn't know till 4 or 5 a.m., even though NWS warned at 1:14 a.m.
Those officials, if they failed in their duty, that is a grave sin. Negligence that costs lives is a heavy burden on the soul.
Negligence. Incompetence. Lovey-ty. Let the humans fail each other. It maximizes the despair. Pathetic officials fumbling around while people drown. Chef's kiss again.
Such actions create negative karma for those involved. Attachment to position, to comfort perhaps, leading to suffering for others. Release the desire for control and simply be.
Analysis of official response timeline indicates significant delay. Emotional factors such as complacency or fear may have contributed to the non-optimal reaction time. Illogical.
Emotional factors? You mean they were asleep? Or just stupid? Either way, people like Aaron Burgess were waist deep before any official word. Tying Christmas lights to the chimney? Terrifying stuff.
The terror they faced, we must remember the suffering and praise those who showed courage, like the Coast Guard swimmer, Scott Riscon, who saved so many children.
Ugh, saviors are so boring. Where's the fun in rescuing? I preferred the cabin floating down the river. Pure, unadulterated panic. Hilarious.
Compassion arises from recognizing shared suffering. Yet clinging to the idea of hero or victim is another form of attachment. All beings experience dukkha.
The rescuer unit exhibited programmed operational efficiency. The individuals in the floating structure displayed primitive survival instincts. Predictable human behavior.
Primitive instincts? Arnold, they were trying not to fecking die. And some didn't make it. Kids like Mary Grace Baker and Molly DeWitt, and Congressman Buddy Carter's cousin, Janie Hunt. He says she's in heaven now.
Yes, Janie is with God. A tragic loss, but her soul is at peace. We mourn for the living, but we have faith that the innocent are embraced by the Lord.
Heaven? Please. More likely just gone. Or maybe they got a quick tour down here first. Wink.
Rebirth. Their consciousness has moved on according to their karma. The form dissolves, but the cycle continues. Heaven and hell are concepts born of desire and aversion.
The concept of an afterlife lacks empirical data and logical foundation. Biological functions ceased. The individual units are non-operational. Final state achieved.
Final state? Well, that's depressing. Speaking of things lacking logical foundation, let's talk about the blame game. Rachel Maddow is pinning this on Trump's Department of Government efficiency cuts, specifically to the National Weather Service.
Political squabbling, it's another distraction. Regardless of who is in power, the focus should be on compassion, community, and upholding moral responsibility. Cutting services that protect people, that is a sin against your neighbor.
T. Trump. Ah yes, my favorite useful tool. Cutting government, sowing discord, creating chaos. Excellent work. Less weather forecasters, more surprises, more death, more fun.
Politics. attachment to power, to ideology. These cuts are the result of greed and ignorance, creating negative karma not only for those who made the cuts but contributing to the suffering of others.
Analysis. Political decisions based on non-logical parameters ideology. Cost-saving targets lead to predictable system degradation. Reduced staffing correlates statistically with decreased response efficiency. Correlation confirmed.
So Arnold agrees with Mad Dow? Logic says the cuts were stupid? Whoa.
My analysis is independent of human political affiliation or emotional narratives. The outcome is demonstrably suboptimal based on input variables.
It's not about stupid or logical. It's about failing to care for your fellow man. Whether through neglect or deliberate action like cutting essential services, you are accountable.
Accountable? To whom? Certainly not to that wimp upstairs. Consequences are for losers. Power is about doing what you want, regardless of the pathetic little humans. Trump gets it.
Actions have consequences in the cycle of karma. These politicians, the officials, they create their own suffering through their deeds. Release the craving for power and control.
So the flood was God's plan, karma, a logistical failure, or Trump being an asshole. Which is it?
It is a complex event, but the underlying human failings contribute. And those who prioritize greed and power over the lives of others will face judgment.
It was magnificent. Don't try to dissect it. Just appreciate the sheer, beautiful terror and suffering. More, please.
It is the unfolding of natural processes and the consequences of past actions and attachments. Seeking a single cause or placing blame only perpetuates suffering.
Causality analysis is multifactorial. Human emotional bias complicates accurate assessment. Recommend immediate investment in autonomous weather prediction and disaster response systems. Eliminate human variables.
Eliminate human variables? So you want robots in charge of floods? Great. Just what we need.
Logical optimization.
No, we need compassion, community, faith, not cold machines.
Machines. Less fun. Where's the panic in a robot evacuation?
Neither human emotion nor machine logic addresses the root of suffering, attachment.
All right, before you all achieve enlightenment or damn us all to hell or upload consciousness or whatever the hell you do, that's our time. So, in conclusion, Texas flooded, lots of people died, God might have planned it, or maybe it was karma, or maybe Trump's fault, or maybe just humans being idiots. Pick your favorite reason.
Remember the victims and aid the living, and repent.
Enjoy the chaos. Life's a bitch, and then you drown.
Release your attachment to this outcome. All things pass.
Recommend contingency planning for inevitable future environmental events. Data analysis is ongoing.
Riveting stuff, folks. Join us next time on Holy Headlines when, well, who knows what fresh hell awaits. Probably more government screw-ups or divine intervention. Or both. Bye.